right, we are in the Jekyll and Mr. Hyde 9-hole cup, and we were playing at the I don't even know what the name of this course is. Chateau something or other. I've played these holes absolutely exactly twice. I played them in a practice round and a qualifying round for Phantom Mansion, and I didn't play in the spring major. And so here we are. So let's just go play. We're just going to go play in their brand new holes, and I'm just going to... I may bring out a bigger ball, but not unless it's the right situation. I don't want to burn too many big balls. I do know I went back and watched the video, and I set up a playlist for it. If you wanted to watch that round. And that was the very first time I ever played the hole, so I played them twice now. Now it's going to be 3 times. This will be 3rd time's the charm. I have no notes. That's how prepared I am. Isn't that what we always do on brand new holes that we've never played before? Man, it just seems like I could get over there. Might actually have a shot making it. There's that second bounce. Five one. And I hit it 1 ring great to the right. And that'll put me in the rough and won't make the bend. Too much curl. Way too much curl. If I could have eked onto the fairway right there, that would have been about the best I could have hoped for on it. A little too close to the sand, but we will see. I'm in a really good spot. This really boils down to hitting it perfect. If I can hit this shot perfect and it doesn't go in the cup, I'm going to be really irritated about it. If you can't hear in the background, it's raining really hard here, which is good. In the sand. All right, they're just a little bit below the cup, and I'm just a little bit above it. Let's see how much we can work the top spin on that Nirvana. All right, boils down to hitting it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Come on, come on, come on. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. Picking one up. Hole number 1. If I remember correctly, there's at least one of these par 3s that is going to eat a bunch of people's lunch. Like, you can roll off the back really easy. I can't remember which one of the par 3s it is, but however much backspin I put on it and the shot looks good, hopefully I will remember at that time to put like another 3/4 backspin on it. I would rather be short and have the rest of the group give me crap for being short than to be long, because I think you'll roll immediately off the back into the rough. Picking it up. Winning some chests. That's what we need right there. I was completely out. Let me go fire that up, just in case. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna try and win every hole I can. So, here we go. I'm gonna switch balls so I can save a second. And this is where I wish I had notes. I'm gonna take a Marlin. I'll select it. Take a low wind ball and see where we're at. I'm not sure coming into these, any of the stuff. I got no nothing. One of the benefits of doing the video is you can go back and you can critique it and go, dude, and that's good. If you can learn from my mistakes, then all's good. It seems like there should be a rough bump down there, but I'm not sure there's enough room to work out the wind. Are they got a Marlin? Let's see, can they work the wind out from there? I don't think you can work the wind out, and I don't really, with this wind direction, I really don't want to have anything to do with that rough because I don't want to have anything to do with that sand. That looks like a pretty sharp drop off, especially on this side. But you can see how much it's not distorting the rings too bad. And they're short shooting it a little. Isn't it perfect? Perfect. Just a little bit to the left. Here we go. Let's get it right here. Let's get it. Let's get her done, get her done, get her done, get her done. Okay, I want to be at least 5 rings up. So I'm in min club, so it's 1.3 per ring. Let's get out a calculator here. Five divided by 1.3, 3.84 rings. If I can get where I can see it. .85, 84. Hitting it perfect. And that was just a straight up wind adjustment, and it was off. It got pushed off. So maybe add 10%, maybe, plus 10. I think I used max backspin there. And I was a little short of the cup. See if we can get that in the hole. Max backspin, a little short of cup. All right. Didn't pick it up, but it was close. Now let's see if we can get a par. Let's see if we can get an Albie on a par 5. That's a huge tiebreaker in a deal like this. Huge. I have no idea what stuff to bring. No idea. I'm making notes as I go along. Sorry for the quiet. Just trying to get an opponent. Come on. Bear with me. Here we go. Maybe. And does it seem like this screen right here is taking longer? Or is it just me? All right. I think if you use a big enough ball and you get over there, I think this is just the way to go though. And I'm gonna bring a Titan Max. And up there at the very top, so I'm looking like where I can hit, there's where I hit the rough, so I'm trying to be like 3 rings off of that. 2, 4. I'm gonna do, it's me about 2 rings into power. And I hit it 70 rings great to the right. Which which means it takes the risk of rolling into that rough. A perfect, I don't think I get as much distance, but because you're in the center of the fairway, but I'm not sure. I think from where I'm at, I probably got a little bit more distance to the cup. But I'd rather have a perfect be in the middle of the fairway and give myself on a shot like that plenty of room on both sides, because I could probably hit it. That looked like about a 2-ring great to the right, and I could probably hit that 2 rings great to the left. That's why I was trying to be 3 rings off of that transitional surface, so it gives me plenty of room on both sides. My opponent will still have a nice shot from there. And that looks pretty level to the cup. Alright. There's Max Grizzly. There's Min Grizzly. There's Mid. I don't know. Do I have enough? Might not have enough oomph to get to the hole. That's pretty damn close too. And that Min club. Let's hit it perfect. Oh, and I hit it great to the right. And it was a little short. I'd have to either push it forward just a little bit and be right there on the edge. And if you watch my stuff on a regular basis, I'm a big fan of being 2 rings into anything, not just a ring. Especially on a shot like that, especially when you taking it for the first time and you don't know if there's any kind of a wind adjustment you should do if you're that close. You know, the difference between adding on 10, 15, 20% could be half a ring, and you're only half a ring away from hitting the fairway. So like you made it. I mean, you're right there at it. So you definitely, if you're pushing the issue like that, want to know exactly what the numbers are. I like those T, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. I like that direction on a rough bump though, because usually if you hit it great to the left or the right, unless you blew the wind adjustment big time, you're usually in the clear, you're okay. I don't like those rough bumps where if you hit it great to the left, let's say, and you're in the sand, and then you hit it great to the right, and bam, you're in the fairway. The only thing that works is a perfect, and I'm not a big fan of setting myself up for the only thing that works is a perfect. I like perfects. I just wish I hit them as often as I used to. In the hole. Recovered. Nice shot. Nice shot, man. All right, I gave it the college try. APOC, Titan. And that was a Grizzly to the hole. And that was a Min club. Hole number 4, par 3. I have no idea. Hell, I didn't even know it was a par 3. I've gone through these and looked at them, and really it's a -12 tournament. I don't see any gimmies out there. So at this point, usually after having played them in several tournaments, people have figured out the best thing on the par 4s and the par 3s. I mean, we've started to get a little bit of a hold of it. Damn. I don't want to play right at red line. I want to play forward a little. And this is the one I was talking about. That right there looks good. I'm going to put a whole nother backspin on it. It's 4 divided by 1.3. 3 rings and a little, and I gotta snap it. Isn't it perfect? With 0 on the clock, I'm sure. I don't like that way at all. This might be. Might. I'm gonna have to look at what ball. I think I brought a 3-power ball and I didn't even think about changing my ball up. I should have went to a lower power ball so I could have moved my red line back. I may, if I drop down, I could have went further back and started more in the flat instead of on this hill. Because that little hinky bounce right there isn't going to work for me, but you can see how fast it falls off behind that green. So like if you overshoot that, you're in big ass trouble. In the hole. I actually think this is going to be a par 3 that I'm going to end up liking once I get figure out a way that I like coming at it. That's a lot of the thing about some of these shots, and why a lot of times, like when I first started shooting videos and started the channel, one of the things was I just thought there was other ways to shoot some of the holes, and it's like, why are we playing it that way when there's other ways to play these holes? Like there's 5 other ways to play it, and the way that most of the people in the community at that time were playing, I thought, and I still think on some holes people play, I'm like, why are you playing it that way? There's enough stuff out there in the community now. Are you still going to play it that way? Not as many holes as there used to be, but there's still a few. I can think of a par 5 where I'm always, 2 par 5s where I'm always amazed at how people play them. All right, I think unless you bring a big power ball, put everything on it, and you can get your bounces just right, you might. What is that third bounce doing? It's hitting on the face. I'm going to leave the wind in, and I'm just going to take the shot from there. Hitting it perfect. See, I just want to see where my bounces get. There's bounce number 1. I missed the fairway. All right. We have to recover again, and I am definitely downhill. Maybe. It looked like I was downhill. I want to know what this terrain feature is that runs across here, with this shadow that's running across the fairway. It looks like the fairway drops down real quick, and then there's a shelf right there, almost like a trench, and then it comes back up again. Ah, it's the tree shadow. All right, I'm in my Kingfisher. I'm at max club, which is 1.1 per ring. backspin and see. Put on 2. .63 rings. There's 3.5. There's 3.63. Exactly. Oh. That was right there at it. Had the wind in my back. Hard not to make a bad wind adjustment when you got due tailwind right to the cup. Pretty much requires just hitting it perfect. I mean, it doesn't get any more set up for you than this shot right here. Jesus. Hey, Jesus. Let's see how many rings they move in. They got a level 8, so it's 1.1 per ring as well. And they're closer, so they probably were in minimum club, so that's pretty damn close. Hitting it perfect. If that doesn't go in the hole, I'll be surprised. In the cup. In the cup. That's all it takes. It's a perfect. Nice shot. Nice shot. The only time this round that I probably absolutely needed a perfect and didn't get it done. Didn't get it done. Hole number 6, par 5. Rat bastard. Let's see what this hole looks like. I don't remember this hole at all. I don't remember any of the holes coming up. I don't remember. We have so many holes in this game. A lot of them do look the same to me. I'm going to take this bag right here, and I think I can just switch to a Titan. I think the deal is I'm just going to hit it out there. $2.5. It's a little over a ring. I'm just going to hit it out there. I just want to see what my look looks like when I just don't do anything special. Just pop it out there. And I am way uphill. Way uphill. I'll have to see what that looks like, but that looks like it's way down. Not as there's one of the holes here that there's a shelf that you can hit to on the left-hand side. And it is way uphill from the hole. Let's see, that was close. It's going to be in the rough. They can make it from there. Easy money. Okay, there's probably, I am right at man club. Do I have enough topspin to get me over there? I do. Ooh, and I got to contend with the sand. Not sure if I'm willing to take that risk the third time I've played a hole. Okay, times 3. I didn't see where I was on my club. There's max. There's min. I'm at min. Hey. Damn it. I just have to snap it off. It's going to run out of time. What kind of deal was that? Men Club. Sniper. Minimum. I'll have to go back and watch that video and see how many rings I moved it over. I think I eyeballed it, but still look like I moved it over a couple rings. What kind of amateur hour is this? And people ask all the time why I play rookie. What the hell were you thinking? Have you ever watched any of this stuff? And that was definitely good. All right, there are lots of opportunities on this course to pick up some shots, though. That far downhill on that rough bump looked pretty good, but with the way that the wind was blowing, I definitely would have had to contend with the wind or the sand, and I not knowing what kind of wind adjustment to make on that definitely doesn't inspire me to take that shot until I know what that number is, or at least get to practice the hole a few times. What's up, Buster? What's up, Buster? What's up, Itsy Bitsy? What's up, baby? Mwah. Isn't it perfect? In the hole. All right, all right. Hole number 6 in the bag. All right, these last 3 holes, I got to pick something up. Hole number 7. Let's go pick it up right here. I got to remember to change balls. The last par 3, I think I took with the par 3 ball. And that put me right at minimum club. If we can get off the splash screen. If. That's an if. I go first. Okay, there's min. There's max. There's mid. So I'm about mid club. So it's 4.5 divided by 1.1. 4.1 rings. Isn't it perfect? Let's see if I need to make an adjustment. Ooh, you definitely want to make like a 10%, at least a 10% adjustment there. Barely hit the rough. And I'm gonna do like a plus 15% and see where that puts me. Because that was definitely half a ring. Because I only had 1 ring down there. I was only half a ring off of the transitional surface in the front, just like my opponent right there. And it hit, well, damn near a whole ring. So, not good. Hitting it great to the right. That might help them. That helped him hit fatter into the better part of it. If they'd have hit that great to the left, it might have been bad. In the hole. All right, we survived that, but I think I got good notes for that for the weekend round, for the final round. Nope. Now I are they doing the trick where they're going to hit it right there? I'll tell you what, dinking around with these putts when you're playing can bite you big time. And I like to see the ball guide pop out the other side of the cup, like the cup starts to glow. I like to see my ball guide pop out the other side of that cup, and I don't like dinking around with that stuff because I have gotten bit. Pulled back, I was like a quarter of an inch away from going into the hole and stopped, and then pulled back and the cup started to glow, and I let go and it rolled half that. So now I was an eighth of an inch. And if I thought I was a little bit irritated after missing the Albie shot, I was definitely irritated after missing the quarter-inch putt. But that was a serious lesson learned. It happened when the game, like the first year the game came out, and I have stuck with that forever. Okay, there's upped it to a power 3 ball. There you go. I noticed on this particular course it always puts us way up at the top, and we have to actually stretch it out. It doesn't start us already out. I kind of like that because it makes people, it should make you, if you haven't played the holes, pan out so you can see the whole hole. That was pretty damn close. Pretty close. I'm surprised it didn't roll all the way down that hill. Now there is sand there. So let me switch to this, and I'm going to practice the last time I tried this shot, I ended up over here. I set myself up where I was in this position right here, and I went out too far. So I'm going to come in, blue ring off. I'm going to go orange ring off. And I got it all. And see if that's too far in. Close. And there was really no more room on the right. I would have needed a 3 side spin ball. A 3 side spin ball in that same trajectory, and that would have been, that would have put me that distance. My opponent's definitely in the hit it perfect, and it goes in the hole. And in that situation, wind might be a factor, and I would like hedge my bet and go right in between the flagpole. See how much they move it. It should not go in. On a great. All right, let's get this in the cup. Let's pick up 2 this round. Okay, I'm in my Spitfire. Let's see where I'm at. There's max club. There's mid. I'm definitely in the zone. 16, that's 4. 8. Alright, need to hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in. Get in. Woo! Picking up 2. That's what I'm talking about. Recovering. I was playing at 16 per ring and I moved at 4 miles per hour. I was definitely uphill in that spot, so that was a big adjustment. But like looking back at where it put me on the cup, so the flagpole, here's the cup, here's the flagpole, and I was off the cup about half the width of the cup from the flagpole to the edge. So if there was another flagpole, that's about how far off I was, and that's about how far I would have eyeball moved it when I was in that range. So just trying to double check. Sometimes if you're in that spot where you're not really, you're that close, and being able to pan back and look at it, make a little micro adjustment. Hole number 9. Let's see if we can get an Albie on one of these holes. I'm getting headwind, head side. Taking some risks on some of these holes by doing some of those rough bumps, but blew off. All right. Now let's see what's the deal. Where are we? Where are we going? Where can we get? See if what it looks like out there. 2.5, 2.9. It's a ring and a half. The side wind out. Hit it 27 rings great to the left, which was 2, but it feels like 27. I'll be lucky if I can stay up, if it doesn't roll down that hill. I'm running out of fairway. Close. All right, I gave myself a look at it. I think, if I remember correctly on this hole, that being on the left right there gives you some options, because I think there is a rough bump that you can do, and we actually might be hitting too far out there. Like if you really wanted a really good rough bump, there might be a better way to go at it. I'll have to see what club I'm in. They're going to be down there in the same spot. A little teeny bit below the hill. The hole below the cup. Grizzly. And from here it looks like I'm up. There's max. There's min. So I'm about mid. .3 times 1.2 equals divided by 1.4, 3.68 rings. Jeez. I gotta snap it. Perfect. Okay. Didn't pull it enough. And I did a 20% adjustment right there, but I have no idea how many rings I did because I set it up in the wrong spot and I was running out of time. I was trying to figure out how much of a wind adjustment I wanted to do. Took too long to do the math. I tried to do a 20% there, but I'll have to go back and watch that video and see how many rings I moved it. So it should have been 3.68 rings. That was 20% at 1.4 per ring, which is a mid club. Arr. Arr. I'll come in just a minute. I'm on the last hole. Opponent's on the fringe. Had a good shot on several of these holes. It'll be interesting. I'll go back and watch the video, but there was a lot of these holes I had pretty decent shots at them. Some of them I was right off because I didn't hit it perfect, and some of them I was right off just making adding on a little bit of wind, just changing the wind adjustment a little. Two good recovery shots on the par fours. And I don't like the way that looked. But you're so close, it's hard to miss. In the hole. All right, finishing with a 14. Let's see how that put me in the qualifying. First, I've got somebody right behind me that's going to shoot, get in the hole. That's some score right there. So, looking at least a 16. That's getting it done. That is seriously getting it done. All right, that was the qualifying round for Jekyll and Hyde, Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the 9-hole cup. Thanks for watching. Good luck in the tournament. Hopefully everybody has a great final round. For those of you that haven't qualified, good luck in the qualification round, and hopefully everybody gets a lot of drops. Thanks for watching.